Why does a narcissist keep you in a state of anxiety? In this video, we will talk about why a narcissist induces you into a state of anxiety and then keeps you in that state, why they need this, and how it works. Let's talk step by step in my video. And the first reason why a narcissist uses your anxiety is for control and power. People who are in a state of anxiety, who have this anxiety, are, in general, easier to manage. Anxiety makes you vulnerable and dependent. First, the narcissist creates those very emotional swings, creating an unbalanced state in the relationship where things are sometimes good and sometimes bad. The victim who gets into this relationship, even when everything is good, starts to worry that something bad will happen soon, that things will soon be bad because it can't always be good, for example. And the feeling of anxiety becomes a permanent feeling in a relationship with a narcissist. So there you have it. Why does he actually need this? He really needs it to be able to control you. You are more compliant and not inclined to challenge. In other words, whatever the narcissist wants in the relationship, they get. They say it will be this way and that way, and that's exactly what happens. You are not ready to challenge certain points you disagree with, because your anxiety increases at that moment. At this moment, you are afraid that something bad will happen, that it will get even worse. For example, the narcissist might get angry, disappear again, and so on. And now, in this state, you are very susceptible, very agreeable, making it very easy for them to deal with you. How does he achieve this? He achieves this state of control through criticism. He endlessly criticizes you. He can be jealous, and he can control you. The narcissist uses any manipulations to achieve control over you. Moving on. Boosting self-esteem. When you are in a state of anxiety, you become a person who deserves love, who chases after it, a person who agrees to everything, a person who is a step below in the eyes of the narcissist. And at that moment, you seem completely dependent on them. The narcissist senses this, and during this time, their self-esteem increases. They feel your weakness and, at that moment, experience their own power. And here, your anxiety acts as a guarantee that you are focused only on them. And at this moment, naturally, his self-esteem grows significantly. At the same time, your self-esteem in this relationship is being destroyed and significantly drops. He may boast, elevate his achievements, and belittle yours. They might say, "See how great I am. I achieved this and that, but you are not great. You did everything poorly." He may compare you, elevate himself at your expense, belittle all your achievements, and exaggerate or hyperbolize his own actions. Next, distraction from his own problems. A narcissist in a relationship is actually very vulnerable inside and fears many things. But to prevent others from seeing what is hidden inside, it is easier for them to attack the person who is nearby. That is, he will see all your problems. He will press on your most painful spots, point out your flaws and mistakes just to avoid thinking about the problems inside, to avoid dealing with the fact that the feelings inside are actually very different. And if he makes a mistake, he now shifts the responsibility. He blames you for something he did wrong. It's your fault that he didn't succeed. It's because of you that he, for example, didn't get the promotion. It's because of you that he did something wrong. It's because you are so stupid, unattractive, not like this or like that. And that's exactly why he has problems. Everything negative that happens in his life is all your fault. And this shifting of responsibility and blaming you for their own mistakes gives them the opportunity to manipulate and easily control you. Plus, it allows them to distract from their own mistakes. That is, it's certainly easier to blame someone else for your own shortcomings and mistakes. Next, the destruction of your self-esteem and self-confidence. This is what a narcissist will do in relationships. They will crush your self-esteem to elevate their own. They will criticize you. They will belittle all your achievements. They will never be happy for you. They will say that you are always to blame for everything, and at some point, a person in a relationship with a narcissist starts to think that it's really true, that the person next to them is very good, and they are not a very good person, and that it's really all their fault. I'm somehow not right. I'm somehow bad. I'm somehow not good. Events happen because of me. So, it's easy to control a person with low self-esteem. A person with anxiety and low self-esteem won't go anywhere and will be grateful that there is someone who is willing to build a relationship with such a not-so-great person. So, the narcissist understands all this and easily tries to build such relationships, easily tries to crush you. If you understand and feel that this is happening to you, the problem in your relationships is not you, but the person who is next to you. And it is from this point that you should make a decision about relationships with a narcissist. What does he use? Criticism, isolation from other people. At some point, you realize that you are not communicating with relatives, friends, or close ones. He isolated you from everyone because your friend is bad, your mom gives bad advice, and your brother and sister are somehow hindering you and doing something bad for you. He isolates you, making you believe that everyone around is bad, and that he is the only person who has condescended to be with you. So, if you realize that someone close to you is trying to turn you against your close circle, know that they have some ulterior motives. And the threat of a breakup. This is what a narcissist resorts to most often. First, they lower the victim's self-esteem, and then, if the victim tries to resist, say something, or express dissatisfaction, wanting things to be different, the narcissist will say, "If you're not satisfied, goodbye. You know where the door is," and so on. The narcissist is more focused on themselves, or rather, they are only focused on themselves. He feels good when there is someone nearby. He feels good when he can control someone, boost his self-esteem, dump his negativity, and he easily knows how to break a person and keep them close. And lastly, constant attention and support for them, even when you yourself need support. If you feel bad, if something has happened to you, you won't get any support. But if you feel bad and something has happened to you, but something has also happened to the narcissist, then you must put all your energy into supporting the narcissist. Otherwise, there will be threats of a breakup, criticism, and so on. A narcissist will never engage in your life. They will not be empathetic towards you, and they will not support you. However, they expect all of this from you and will use your anxiety to get more money, more attention, more care, and more emotions from you. In other words, he understands that your psyche is already shaken. He understands that he can do whatever he wants with you, and now he feels entitled to demand more from you. Until the moment the victim stops and realizes that they no longer want this, that the problem is not actually with them. If you have recognized something from your relationships in this video, meaning you understand that this is happening to you, take a close look at your partner. Take a look and see if your self-esteem is at zero, if you are only giving and not receiving anything in return, if you are in a constant state of anxiety, if you are afraid that you will be told goodbye. These are all indicators that you are in an unhealthy relationship. That's all I have for this video. This was me, Elisa Vardomskaya. I hope for your likes and subscriptions. Write in the comments what you would like to discuss in my new videos. Don't forget to hit the bell, and goodbye everyone.